Alright, well, it's me, Martio, here once again to do things. Stuff, perhaps? I'll work on something. I'd like to do something I could play for 2 days. Like how every Renathal Reno deck is like tier 2 win rate. It's kind of like it doesn't matter. Why is it run 8 hands? What up, JF? Just random cold feet in there. For reasons. For raisins. Cattle Rustler. To draw your one of this. Or to draw this. Hey, John Martin. Hey, Jwampy. Is this even good? Like, do people want to see me play this deck? Hey, Vengeance. I don't know about this one. Maybe I have to do it. Kill Jaden. Down with the ship. I would adjust Cold Feet. So I'm going to include that. Kill Jaden's interesting. Do we have Filthy Rodent? We do. Sheldrasil. Alright. Yeah, I see it. Only Bob. You saw Arena Rogue in there, interesting. Oh, I thought it was so hard to make work. I don't want to quite say awful, because I see like why you would do some of it, but whew. Who knew Martian Mr. Boo hates cattle so much? I know, right? I feel like this card is nothing. I'm kind of looking to replace that too, but like, let me think of things to put in here before I take more out, you know? Can I run, like in a Highlander deck, Can't I run Blood Boil still? Blood Boil isn't that bad, right? That I couldn't play it. Am I gonna run Climactic Necrotic Explosion? Not with 2 blood, I'm not. Oh, you know what I am gonna run? No, I can't run stupid Mo. I hate. Oh, that's my number 3, right? Like we'll run Breach. Then we have yeah, that's not bad for now anyway. Yeah, the only reason I wouldn't want to cut Ma and Pause because like what do I put in instead, you know? So I could put in Body Bungus. What is that? Interesting. Death Knight strongest shoulder, blah, blah, blah. Strongest soldier is back. It's true. Oh, this is probably something, right? As far as 1 costs go. Maybe instead of this, we want Salesman? It's not in. That's crazy. Grizzled Wizard plus Finley. You know, that will not stop the Imbue Mage because they can just do stuff again, but we could put in Mindbreaker. Our hero power sucks, why not? It stops them a little bit, makes them waste more mana for Imbue Battlecry. If I'm gonna like make my deck significantly worse for a combo like that, it's gotta win the game. It's gotta like win the game. Blight Fang can backfire. Not against the intended opponent of Shadow Priest. I don't see how that would backfire. It's insta-win for Paladin, though. I mean, we have Plagues for Paladin, we have Theatar for Paladin. That's not something I'm looking to strengthen my matchup against. Like, we have solid game plan for that already. Should I run this. It's too many beasts. Alright, well, I mean, is this a deck? Can I play this? Is this like the nuts? Do I even have a dragon for my curator? I don't think so. Not that, like, there's really a dragon I want to add. Oh, we have Razor Scale. Alright, this is the nuts. GLC Twist format supposedly starts tomorrow on live. Nice. You Sarah for late game? I don't think so. I don't think we need that. Well, now I know for sure I'm not using that one. That sounded annoying.
I'll go anywhere.
I like how Poxy's on a turtle. When was this from?
You know me. I'll go anywhere.
Great Dark Beyond Pass. Huh. Alright, let's try this out. Let's see how it goes. Oxy versus Spagu.
Hostile life form detected.
Not gonna lie, doesn't this opening hands like have my bases covered against all the paladin decks? Huh. I'm gonna try keeping it. Have you seen a druid skin that will be added in the near future? Ice Queen, what do you think about it? I think I have seen it, maybe. What is this deck? Why are we mind breakering? We're mind breakering for the thrill of it. It is a Imbue Mage and Uther OTK tech card. All right. That wasn't Syog.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Disaster. Zeph might give them Holy Smite for a 2/3. Yeah, Zeph generally doesn't respect 1/3s, but I think he respects 2/3s. If I do this, my leech can live, I guess. If that matters. Can't Uther swing the weapon into it? That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe I shouldn't keep that against Uther. Maybe I shouldn't keep that against Uther. When you're right, you're right. Couldn't I hero power and it'd live too? That's true, yeah, I could do that. Alright, well, we're off to a great start. I am only playing 100% optimally, chat. Ooh, I like this card. This could be in here. Surely I have something awful I could replace with this. Surely I do. We'll figure it out. I'll miss you, Leech. Stay cool. Not Cattle Rustler, though. Too good. Cattle Rustler is too good. It's true. I think I have enough beasts in here. The Cattle Rustler is actually kind of cool. Like, it's not going to be stupid a lot of the time. I think I'm going to be most disappointed when it hits this, though. I don't know. Mostly have this in here for the culture. Smell gold in them there waters. I see how it is. I see how it is. Ba-dum-bum. Lux Cannon. More like Chungus Cannon.
I will not forsake you. Be reborn in my image.
What is Marshy doing about that? Don't know. What is that? Must be Hidden Wisdom. Oh, it could be Galloping Savior too. Alright. I don't like the part where they get to have additional value out of that. A little spoopy.
Cease your quarrel at once.
I think there's like a solid chance that 8-handsing them is gonna be bad for me, right?
A world once lost can be reborn once more.
It is true. It would ruin my Helya if I 8-hands them. Maybe I'll wait until I get my ETC and my other thing, or not do it at all.
Hurting is faster this way, I'm done.
Yay!
That feels good.
But 8-hands funny? 8-hands is pretty funny, it's true. I don't think this would be an Uther OTK, but I guess, you know, it could be, right? It might be an Uther OTK and not a Holy Wrath.
Who am I?
You can never quite tell.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so now I got to assume that there's an Omayog in play. What do we got? Alright, at least that's for me.
Run for help!
Get a move on.
I think if I do this now, it's gonna get Sacred Child. Probably. And I don't want that, so I won't. Secrets are gross. It's looking like Uther so far. I think either is still in play. It could also be nothing. You never know. People don't have to run a win con. How's the games? Could you recommend a good guide for Hearthstone? A good guide for Hearthstone? Like, ground up? I don't know. I guess I can't. I'm excited for when Razzle Dazzler eventually goes back to 6 and Razzle Dazzler even DK can return real. Real and true. Alright, so now I have this. So... is it going to destroy my EDC? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will exactly destroy my ETC, guaranteed. Actually, if I drew any one more of those, it wouldn't. Now it will not destroy my ETC. So I can do it. He doesn't show you what he destroys. Okay. Watch them just like poke out Holy Wrath me. Oh no! Okay, so they shouldn't have... I mean, they might. They might have drawn it already for one, but also... you know, like, who knows what was left. Could still be available. I will do some of this. See what we've got in there. We do have that, and we know we took their ETC. Jeez, I don't want to give them any of these. This is, yeah, I mean, like, that's got to be that one.
I'm 7 moves ahead of you.
So we still have some gas. We also like have nothing but good cards left in our deck as far as like
Mistakes of the past.
stuff.
Disappointing.
Really?
8 combatants enter, and I take the...
Oh no! That's how they're gonna get the... No, you could have had this back! You could have gotten the Garrison Commander back! Alright, well, in that case...
Your souls belong
maybe the other piece of the combo got destroyed. I think it's still worth it. Like, even if you only had the one. Yeah, look.
As one purified.
Yeah, they had me, maybe. Yeah, for sure, right? Whoopsies. That's a mistake I would make. That's a marshy level mistake. Hi, Kazakhstan. We do a bit of throwing. Real. But it's okay. As long as they throw harder than me, it's all good. It's all good. Goodbye, Uther. You feel a little bit offended by your opponent's play? Do you feel offended by my play too? Ugh, my least favorite part about what just happened is knowing that there's going to be another one later. Alright, so nothing in my hand is that important. Like, this will be sad if they take it. Right, like I didn't care about what they just took, right? Yeah, no, of course not. They gave me something better. What?
Is there trouble?
I do say. Go get that other plague thing. All right, so I could chat just kill Jaden, right? I could just do that. I was gonna get the plagues. But that's better, isn't it? All right. Do ADSD off the top. I was gonna play ETC no matter what. I intended to get down with the ship and put more plagues in the deck, but I don't think that matters too much.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
Hilarious.
All are nourished and the cycle renews.
They have 2 plagues in their deck right now. I think that's fine. That's why I ended up doing it. It seemed acceptable. It seemed acceptable, chat. I do like the armor. Okay, fine. I was otherwise going to do that. Like if I didn't like the hero power. But I'll take that armor. Oh, they're both blood plagues too? That's hilarious. So that, like, if they did have... no, they used them all, right? They used everything they could use. They probably just run Zeph and Reno, and they're already gone. Hunter card spotted. Isn't this a demon hunter? Yay! Are there no demons with a secondary tribe? Let's be a... There are Murloc demons. I don't think there's a dragon demon. There's probably a beast demon, but none come to mind. But yeah, like the portal does have 30 random demons in it, right? It's not like it pulls from infinite demons. The curator could have drawn there, but it's not guaranteed to draw. That was really good. Let's see. That was a 15-minute game. Sick first game. Awesome. I'm excited. I'm going to go to the restroom. Be right back. Okay. Oh yeah, there's amalgams, correct, yeah. Thoughts on the Excavate package and Reska for this deck? Well, Reska does not have the right runes for this deck. Neither does the Excavate package, right? Or is the Excavate package neutral? I forget. I thought it involved frost runes.
Foxy versus Arthas.
How many cards are there in the Jaden portal? There are 30 cards in the Jaden portal. And yeah, there are all type demons, the amalgams. That's true. It's as true as it is. Alright, hopefully this paladin is an aggro paladin, because we have a very good anti-aggro hand here and not a very good other combo hand. Headless Horseman. I could add a Headless Horseman. It's true. It's true. How am I? I'm good, Jonas. How are you? Howdly doodly. I was not expecting to see Peasant.
May the light grant you peace.
This will be Uther. I don't have a way to protect this, as we discussed last game. So I think what I really want here is Theotar more than anything else. If they Uther, like if they Nozdormu and then order in the court me, I can do this, right? I can like plague to shuffle. But that's like, it's pretty soft at this point. You know, like I'd rather have played Helya or Drown now. Interesting. They must have the Ursel stuff. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Crisis averted, chat. Pretty sure we're sitting pretty. This, well, my Mindbreaker's gone, so never mind. But I was gonna say, like, you know, we could give our Mindbreaker +2 health, and then it could survive the weapon. You're tired and uncomfy? I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, give me your Uther, please. Unluckers. I don't know. They can have that, I guess. Uther's Gift. Yeah, I don't think everyone understands that you're not supposed to run I don't think everyone understands that you're not supposed to run other spells.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they must have it. You know what I mean? I feel like all we would have prevented them from drawing is guaranteed Buddy or Garrison Commander. And they, like, A, have had time, and B, run 2 copies of each. So, like, there's a pretty good chance, I think, that they got there. If we can find Okani now, then I think we could be okay. It's not Okani. You know what else would have been good is Patchwork.
The runes decide your fate.
Cold Feet is a frost card, right?
Frost, mark of the
Too bad. Cold Feet doesn't have runes? It is a frost spell, but it's not a frost rune card. True. Okani doesn't usually save you either. That's true. They could have thrown something out. It's true. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad. The runes decide your feet. That's true too. That's true too. It saves you for a turn? Not necessarily, because they have 10 mana and they only need 8 of it. They also have a board spot, so they can afford to risk it. What's your opinion about Uther Paladin? It is one of the decks I've ever seen. Oh, Pounded SMF. I'm sorry. It took him forever.
Foxy versus the Thunder King.
Poxy versus the Thunder King.
This is not my first
Poxy versus the Pox. Beep, beep, boop. If it's even shaman, it's unlikely to be even shaman, right? So, I don't really feel like keeping magma thing for that. It's not even that good against it, so, yeah. You hate Uther Paladin? Uther Paladin is, like... I can tolerate it just fine, but I guess I understand why other people can't. To me, it's very fragile, and I don't have any hopes of having a wild format where early combos just aren't allowed to exist, you know? Which is what I would think, to me, is what I would think you would need to justify a nerf to Exodia. Because, like, as far as... There's a lot you can do to interact with the deck, you know, in my opinion. So I don't hate it, but like I also am not under the impression that a format is ever going to exist where that type of thing is. So I think there's always going to be something like that, and I think it's more tolerable than some of the others I've had to deal with. So I don't hate Exodia Paladin. But I don't really judge people who are super frustrated by it either. I think it's, you know, makes sense to hate it. Do you think Zephy's would give me a silence? Silence, Doctor. Oh, too bad. I'll let them trade because if I kill that first, then the things get to attack my face right away. Oh, reach Jawmungus. Chat. I think I'm in danger. I wish this was Corpse Explosion, then I'd be a happy Martian. If you catch my meaning. We might be dead here. Yeah, see, I wish. So we could do this twice. But I don't think that helps either. Alright, well, boop. So, hey chat, technically alive. Technically alive, chat. There's no way we're actually alive, but we are technically alive. Hey, person. Good luck, Big Shaman. Good luck finding 3 damage. Best kind of alive, too true, too true. Was it ever hold coin and pray for mass dispel on fire? Huh. This has to get through. I don't have the corpses, right? That was actually kind of devastating. If they put it on this, I 100% couldn't get there. I could Reno. Like, they didn't have it last time. I could Reno this time.
Maybe this one or that one.
See, they're at 41. I think... So they'd have to top deck more damage, right? Like, I think it's like my only play. So if they top deck more damage, sure, we're hosed, but...
You will be crushed beneath the endless tide.
Is the Glug gonna live now? Ah, it's too bad. We just can't use this. So if I hero power here, I will have 16. It's still not enough, right? I think we just lose.
Maybe this one or that one.
Because I'd be at 16, they get a 16 back. Also, this doesn't get... This would get 16 extra stats for this, right? Because it goes off of the base cost of the card. Yeah, look, the thing's unkillable now. It's more of a problem than the other thing was. Alright. Is that the right kind?
Yes. Well, all of them are.
Oh, you're fine with any of them? Because there was also a honey mungus one.
We've had both of them.
Okay.
Minor
That's
differences.
too much. I don't
Sorry.
need a couple. Thank you. This is Zeph's fault for being a naughty boy. True. More paladin. Chat, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you care about your opponent's class versus specifically which deck they're playing? So, like, if your opponent is playing Paladin, does it matter to you if you see 5 different Paladins in a row, if they're all 5 completely distinct decks? Or does it frustrate you if you're constantly looking at Uther's face? I'm well, Sergeant Szechuan. How are you?
What is it?
I think I am just gonna kill this. They haven't played Order yet, so like the likelihood that they have Nozdormu is only but I don't know. Maybe I should have just ripped it. Maybe I should have just ripped it.
Everything looks up to code.
If they're a different deck, I can face the same hero all day long and not get annoyed.
The victory is yours.
Well, that was interesting. Do I use any beard products? I do. I do. I forget what it's called. Beat blueprints the other day for the first time, so you're back to Balatro. Nice, nice. I streamed a few times. I think I made it to day 6 or 7. But then the puzzle in the draft room to open the safe, like figuring out whatever that was, it kind of like broke my spirit. I got a little, like, I got to a point where I felt like I couldn't not cheat, so I let chat tell me. Like, I was tired of spending half an hour in there wondering. And then it was unsatisfying, right? Because like I couldn't see how I was supposed to figure out that one. So I haven't streamed it since or played it, but I'll probably still complete it. I just haven't. I haven't. My excitement to play again on stream kind of fell off. This is a hand of all time, chat. This is one of the hands I've ever seen.
I see you brought down. I see you brought guests.
Skeleton Mage.
Solves any problem.
Did I run Wild Pyro plus Poison Spell? I don't think that's good if you're not running 2 and 2, because they're not tutorable. Like, the reason Flurgle Tox was so good as a 1-1 is A, because one of the pieces was legendary, so it's not like you could run 2-2, but also you just play Ice Fishing. If you draw just Ice Fishing, you have the combo, so. Wild Pyromancer and Poison Spell don't have that, like, luxury. They don't have that luxury. Been seeing a lot of Bob. Seeing a lot of Bob today, chat. What has it got in its pockets? Interesting. I don't think they're too broken up about that. I won't lie to you, chat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have seen spaghetti. I will drink the mungus. They're running Bartender. That means they're like a Reno Druid or something, right? Surely no one would run... Bartender in a combo Druid deck. Surely. Jada, thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate you. How are you? Poo process. Goodbye, 2 cards. You will be missed. And nope, they won't be. Actually, you know what? The Finley might have been nice. I take it back.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Do I need this? Not enough to not play like Primus or something next turn. So far, so good. Playing lately a bit more Battlegrounds. Thanks for making the Magic Scrumbus channel. People there help me a lot. Oh, okay. You're the one who was talking about Commander in the Magic channel. Very good. Very good. Very good. This actually isn't that great, right? We're still gonna overdraw. And now this is corrupted. That helps. How many corpses have I done so far? Not that many. 5, and then I don't have a lot of great ways to discount it, so maybe I'll just take Foam Render. Smack him in the face for 5 for the rest of the game. No overdraw, you use the coin. I don't know. I think I'm going to draw 3 and I have 9 cards in hand. Mildred. You know what this seems like to me? This seems like a pre-bartender nerf Mildred. I wonder if it's an old list. Maybe bartender is just fine. I'm not giving it the credit it deserves. Time grows tall. Rude. Oh, please be on the top, Reno. Too bad. Who cares about Razor Scale? I don't. The rest of those burns were fine, though. Alright, so I'll do this. I'll do this. I get to do that. And that. And we'll go face. Serve the Primus. Bob still does some good things, it's true. You miss old Bob? Yeah. Yeah. I thought old Bob was cool. I see why it's too much for standard, frankly. I'm not surprised that needed to be changed for standard's sake, but I thought it was like a nice card for Wild. Jaden is the way to win. No, because they have Guff, right? So even if we get Kill Jaden out first, we'll still never win this. Because they'll just have so much more tempo. Aww. Maybe if we steal their Kill Jaden. Nutty. Yeah, they can have that. Okay. Maybe it's enough now. Maybe now. Was a nice Velen out. Yeah, that's what I appreciated about Bob before. Hopefully I don't Theotar this back. Yeah. It'll miss twice, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm not worried. Why would you be? That was a snap pick. I bet they got it. Too bad.
The best view poems under the hardest
The Buskaboos are the hardest mungos. Oh, that's happening twice? Interesting. Interesting. This adds 9, so it's not lethal yet.
Delightful insanity!
If I traded all these things, I could swing with the weapon.
Delightful insanity!
Serve the primate!
I won't worry about it.
It's a symptom of life.
I would like them to be scared to use Kill Jaden. That's what I want for right now. 8 Hands Gaming? I don't yeah, I mean like I don't think that's any useful here, but indeed. Pretty rude what you're doing there.
Serve the primate!
It's not lethal ever, is it?
What's their weakness? So much time.
Should probably play something.
Hurting is faster this way.
Fresh out of mana.
Serve the primate!
Insanity!
ETC is a good hit.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. I bestow these gifts upon the world.
Huh. Well, this is gonna be fine.
The virtue of the wild.
Could have ramped there.
Only one card left.
Ogre moment.
Good. That rope's burning again.
Didn't they completely revert the mirror refraction spell? Yes. Well, didn't hit ETC, so my shot at winning this game is, I believe, over?
Running out of options.
I believe that is over. Although,
Card flash.
it's not enough, right? So it's 15 on top of the 15 I already have, so the armor is too much. It's too bad. It's too bad they got my Finley, you know what I mean?
Maybe this
Doesn't look like I have any niche outs.
one.
Oh, also they're about to recast everything they just recast. Yeah, it's over. Hey, K&T. K&T-G. Play Breaker out as Zephyrus. That would save me.
Foxy versus Queen Ashara.
Is it possible to get it? No.
My music will wash
Even if it was, right? Let's assume that you could get Plate Breaker out of Zephyrus. Then you can't get Bloodlust out of Zephyrus, and that was the other 15 damage I needed, so... Either way, it wasn't happening. So we are up against Spaghetti Mage. Maybe I'll keep Cow Wrestler. That's probably stupid. I'm still thinking Hostage Mage, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's probably Imbue Mage.
I see you've brought guests.
Alright, it's this type of mage. Interesting. That's a spider crab. There are a few moments greater than using the Primus to eat up an incredibly massive minion. Yes, it's true. It is always nice when you can put that together. Hello, Martius Prime. Hey, Robertusk. Haddly doodly. Haddly doo.
As if I could be cleverer.
Haddly doo doo. Guess I like the Okani here. Oh, my opponent doubled the stats of the Turtle Wild God and played it for full cost. Don't mind if I do.
Just like you.
Indeed. Hey, you're not supposed to get those cards together. Stop it. You stop that right now. You cut that out. Mr. Streamer, remember not to rat giants? Okay, I'll remember. Unless I forget. Chat, do you think I'm about to get rickety wrecked? Where's my razor scale for times like these? Answer me that. Jeez. Alright, maybe they won't play it this turn. Maybe.
Time is short.
Oh, nope, they got it. They got it, chat. Is it scaling in my deck? It is. Hello again, Martius Prime. Would you rather be a Decepticon or an Autobot? Probably a Respecticon. Because of my great respect for my opponents.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Hey! Wait, is that even enough? It wouldn't be, right? Don't we think about that one just a little? Just a little.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Although, like, it looks like it's not gonna matter, right? What's my response to this, other than to lose? Blargs. Why do they get infinite mana and I don't? Answer me that, chat. Give me one good reason. Personally, I think they should have nerfed Husk. Maybe for Wild, sure, but man, after they nerfed it for Standard, it was still a really good deck. Shaman.
The earth itself is my ally.
The earth itself is my bongo.
No, not possible.
I believe, chat. I believe in a thing called love. I learned that sleep joke from you, and I use it in my daily life. It's been funny. Thanks for the great jokes. Got you, fam. Got you, fam. Fish, thank you so much for the 35 months, my friend. How are you? How are you and your potato face? How are you and this big shaman opponent? Should I rat the big shaman? Thoughts? Ooh. We're gonna smoke him down, chat. We are now aggro Death Knight.
Never thought I'd see that.
By the spirit.
Ratting the big shaman sounds like a great idea that would totally not backfire. Real. Wow, that was rude. What my opponent just did to me. Completely and utterly rude. It's not worth giving everything +1/+1 and going face, right? What if we just do that? I don't know, I guess I'll save my Zephyrus. He gave you Spirit Bust? Gave me something. Marshy, are you excited for the potential return of quests with the next expansion? It is probably going to be quests, right? Like, we'll probably see some quests because it's Angoro. I don't know that I'm excited. It's hard to say how any of these things are going to turn out, right? So, like...
No excuse for bad manners.
Oh man, I wanted to give him this. Well, I guess I'll give him the rat. And maybe they'll rat this for me. Of course, it always hits this, unfortunately, but I really wanted to give them this one. So like, okay, my thoughts on the quests are, if a quest is cool and I like it, it's probably gonna get nerfed after not too long. But there's also like the chance that this doesn't go just for quests, by the way. This is just kind of like a universal wild thing. Like if I like the quest, you know, there's a real good chance it'll get nerfed. Because like if it's good enough to be used in wild, it's probably too good for standard. Or good enough to get nerfed in standard, maybe not too good for standard. But then there's also like, you know, there's a chance that something will have absurd wild synergy and, you know, be annoying until something gets changed for it. So And I'm kind of incapable of being excited about anything necessarily, but which is a shame. It's kind of a bummer. Like that's my outlook on this game. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I think quests have a higher potential to be fun than things like Tourist, you know, or Starships. So maybe it'll be really cool. I don't love anything Zeph could give me. That has one too much health. Hit the glug, please. Please. Of course not. I'll let them worry about trading. Imagine making a paladin quest line where you have to play 2 mana cards, and as a reward, whenever you summon a Silverhand recruit, it evolved into a 3 mana minion. That was really random. Did they give that Wind Fury? Is that gonna kill me? They had a Wind Fury, right? We're just dead? Yeah, we're like exactly dead unless that attacked already. Yeah. Uninstalling. Do you remember when you did the Shadow Walk challenge where people could change a card in the deck? Planning and doing it again, it was very fun in your opinion. The reason I don't do that more often, that was called the telephone game. And it wasn't necessarily Shadow Walk, it was just a Reno thing. But, I'm not really stream focused now. I'm YouTube focused now, and that like is a lot of production for a YouTube video. But B, Wild has become so high power level that that doesn't really do anything, right? Like it only takes a few swaps before the deck becomes unplayable. So I'm pretty sure I put at least one telephone game on YouTube. I'd have to look. It would be one of my early ones. I think they could print every Angora reward as a card on its own, and it wouldn't, and none would have any impact besides maybe Amara. All right, let's go look at those because you are super wrong. Like that is just not even half true. But it's not the first time I've heard it, so I was prepared for that answer. You know, like I didn't have to think about it. Last time I had to think about it, but let's give it the old look-see. All right, finey. Okay, here's to 1/1 ants. So we have Barnabas. I think 5 mana 8/8 beast reduce the cost of minions in your deck to 0 would be too strong. So 5 mana 8/8 rush, shuffle 20, 1/3 2 1 mana 3/2 raptors. They each draw a card. Would, I mean, like, I don't think that's gonna break Wild, but that's definitely gonna be like a 70% drawn win rate card. Then Time Warp, obviously. 5 mana, take an extra turn. Don't print that. Even at once per game, it's too much. Like, the not having to do this at all? No way. Galvadon is 5 mana, win the game. Alright, so it's a 5 mana 8/8 adapt 5 times. If you don't actually have to work for this thing, You just play it as a top end in a deck like Call to Arms or Libram Paladin. It gets stealth, it gets Wind Fury, and some attack, and then you just win the following turn. It's nuts. Definitely too strong. Amara, 5 mana, 8/8 taunt. Set your hero's health to 40. So it's unconditional Reno with more stats and taunt and 10 extra health if you're not running Renathal. Like, nah, that's too much. You don't print that. Crystal Core. Yeah, I mean, like, no way. For the rest of the game, your minions are 5/5s. This will be actually just unbelievably broken. It'd be interesting to think about a deck that would just run this. Like how you would optimize that.
I cannot wait to read these.
Could PolkElt to always get it. Or just run the spell tutors. And very few spells. Alright, so... Next turn we can either coin this or we can play Curator. So 5 mana, 8/8, fill your hand with random Murlocs is probably... I mean, like, that's not going to break anything. It's whatever. Like, especially... Well, I mean, you run it with Scargill, and that's just a lot of value, but it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Of course, Lucari Sacrifice is nothing. This is the only one that, like, the last time this came up, this is the only one that was nothing. All the other ones were still too much, but I think a couple of them have caught up. Like, Karnasa is probably still, like, unreasonable, and the Mega Fin is, like, whatever. But, Nether Portal, this is just dumb. I don't know. Like, you can Sargeras for fun, like, you play the Symphony, and then Sargeras next turn. Fireplume's Heart, so you get a weapon. So if you could just weapon, right? Like, you just run Sulfuris, you can tutor this with a bunch of different things. So you're always going to have that hero power. Like, honestly, that sounds cool. I want to do that. That seems sick. This is like, how too strong is that still? Don't know.
The menagerie is for guests only.
I think we lose this game. Not gonna lie. That helped. Maybe. Maybe not. It's probably still, like, I mean, a 3 for 4/2 weapon is already really strong. Like, you can run that in the pirate quest. Actually sounds kind of nutty. You just always tutor it literally every game, and then have that hero power to just toss out. So, okay, so Sulfuris and the Queen Karnasa are questionable. Lucari Sacrifice is completely fine. And the rest of them are absolutely nuts. Like, definitely, of course, would not be acceptable. What about Second Breakfast? Second Quests? I haven't thought about that one before. Jeez, can my opponent stop beating me to death with Librams? For 1 second? Nothing saves me, right? Like, not even that. Zephyrus might have. Zephyrus might still. That would be left up. And again, I'm at 3 health, so Corpse isn't even going to save me. Not that it could. I can only get to 9 corpses. So I think we're deadsies. Oh, we could like could Zeph Frost Nova. Didn't get it though. Alright. Take the easy way out. Alright, so after the first game I was thinking like, you know, we could do a second game of this. Nah. Hey Martian, love your YouTube content and play your untapped potential deck a lot. Greetings from Germany. Greetings, Patricio. Thanks for watching. Sulfuris with Sing Along Buddy or Garrison Commander would be kind of nuts. True. True. The Mindbreaker tech? Yeah, we need to pet and imbue mage with that for my funnies. If you catch my drift.
Hoxie versus Thompson.
Obey the swarm.
Hostile life form detected.
Hostile light form detected. Wow, we got hell yeah. Is this gonna, we got our hell yeah. Is this gonna be stupid Bungus deck? The one with the stuff? Demon Seed. I don't imagine myself enjoying playing the Demon Seed against that too much. Don't think so. Doodly doo, doodly doo, doodly doodly. Don't do it. Don't you dare play the Demon Seed against me. Don't you dare. It's literally always Reno Lock, alright? It's never the Demon. Oh, alright. Hell yeah. You suck. Demon Seed is cringe. It's cringe to hell yeah, at least. Does this deck beat the Demon Seed literally ever? It's an outvalue the opponent deck. I feel like this would be a waste of time. Alright.
Hoxie versus Renathal.
There is a simplicity in inevitability.
Hostile life form detected.
Okay. Beep, beep, boop. Versus Warrior. Can I keep this against Warrior? I don't know. Beep, boop, burr, burr. Even Warrior. I'll show you what I think of Even Warrior. I think the sad thing about Even Warrior is it's like it's gonna come down to Theataring or ratting the Odin, right? In which case it's not a very good YouTube game. I don't think. Minefield. Rude. Minefield makes me think this is maybe Reno even. What's my favorite Reno deck? Ever or currently? Ever is Raza Priest from Days of Old. Currently is Reno Warlock, which is actually a pretty close second for favorite Reno deck ever. I don't know, there have been some really fun Reno Druids over the years. It's hard to say, I like a lot of them. I really used to like Reno Shutterlock, but it was like before Serenite got nerfed initially. Like when it was a pet deck, not when it was real. I had a lot of fun with Shaman. Reno Shaman. After Zephyrs came out though, it's like it became a pile deck that has some Shutterwalk shenanigans in it instead of a dedicated Shutterwalk deck. Alright, so that's the second minefield. Is not the thing that we thought it could be. Oh no, what are they gonna do with the other mangas? No.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Which Raza? Original recipe or extra crispy pre-nerf workshop Raza? My favorite iteration of Raza was the original one when it was legal and standard. Like I liked both versions. I played a lot of the standard one and I played a lot of the wild one, but I liked Raza standard current time period was my favorite. I don't think it was necessary to use that ability there. So like I used to run so that was back before Polkelt came out, so you had to actually like draw your whole deck to find Raza a lot of the time. Value was a little more finite, so like in Wild I used to run Spawn of Shadows and I would run Recruiter. So like once I got the combo up, I could like get some chip in with the Recruiter first, or boring. I could get some chip in with the Recruiter first, or you know, if they ratted my spawn, I had some extra value. You could get tempo. It was a board clear when your thing was up. So like I liked, you know, being able to do a little bit more silly stuff. I really appreciated that. Haha. Wow, drew all three of them. That's lucky for me. For me. Yeah, so that was my original, like my favorite version of it. My second favorite version of it was Forge in the Barrens version. So it was like after Tax Paladin got nerfed and before the mini set came out. It was like I think it was the thinkiest version of that deck. You know, like it was you had the consistency from the Polkelt, but you also had like, you know, Dark Lair and Hand Buff Paladin and stuff in Elucia. So like there was a lot of, you know, thinking to be done. It was pretty fun. And I know I hate Elucia, but like, you know, a card can be fun to play and also absolutely wretched to play against. So I wouldn't like unnerf Elucia, but you know, it was a really fun version of the deck. That was the last time I got rank 1 on this account in Wild. Was Forge in the Barrens. I haven't liked the deck enough to oh, I should have done this first. I'm stupid. I'm so dumb with my dumbs. Hit this. Too bad. Well, at least the brand is. Who cares? I held rank 1 in Wild for almost 2 weeks with, you know, initially with Raza Priest, but then I was doing a cycle of Raza Priest, Hand Buff, Dark Lair, just so that I couldn't be counter queued, because like it's really easy to you know, queue up a counter to somebody's deck. So like I just, you know, the top 3 decks, I just switch between them. It's a good time. Hey Guapo. Keep an eye out for Galvangar. Okay. 2 weeks is crazy. It was a good time. Yeah, I haven't liked a deck enough. You know, that was right before Stormwind, and Stormwind, like, was a big enthusiasm ruiner generally. But also, on top of that, I just haven't really liked the deck enough to spam it. And you know, I couldn't make content during that time. Like during the 2 weeks that I was holding rank 1, I couldn't make content. I had to, like, for my videos and my streams, I was playing on like an alternate account. I was playing like casual on my main account, or I was doing an alternate account with on like EU and Asia. So like it was really tough to make content while I was doing that. So there's just not a really good reason for me to push it's not a really good reason for me to like push for high ranks or play well, which is why like it's hard for me sometimes to stay checked in, you know, like, because it doesn't matter if I win or lose, right? Like, you know, if I win too much, I make myself susceptible to stream snipers, and I put myself in position to lose constantly to Tracker Road cheaters, and my queue times become unreasonable. My opponent is always like one of 2 people. It takes me, you know, 7 minutes to find one of them, and you know, decks have been, you know, such that decks of late have been such that, you know, it's a pretty low agency. I was gonna take this, but now I'm gonna take that, actually, now that I think about it, for even 2 seconds. Yeah, there's just not a lot of agency. There hasn't been in a while. So, like, it's not fun to grind wild, is my point. And, you know, being a goof off, play whatever silly deck I want streamer is, or like card game player, is a huge part of my, you know, enjoyment of card games. But like, I'm also a good decks player, and I feel like I can't in wild. And so like, I've been not grinding with good decks for so long that like the play goofy deck side of me is stretched thin, and the play good decks, grind for high rank side of me is depressed and hungry and, like, you know, wanting to you know, it's been atrophied. So like, I don't know, it's a struggle trying to make content in wild over a long period for someone like me, I guess. It's a pretty big segue. I forget what the original question is that spawned any of that. Oh, they were asking me like what my favorite Reno deck was, and I just kind of like started going off on a tangent. All right, we need one more, so that brings us to 25. Grind for high legend with goofy decks. You know, it can't be done. Sure, Smoby. Pre-nerf Elucia and Theotar Raza Priest was cracked. Lucia was nerfed in Stormwind. Theatar came out in... I mean, those are separated by a year, right?
Foxy versus Ysera.
0 mana 1/1, Scab's card shark. So it's a 0 mana 1/1. Your deck size is increased by 2. Battlecry, draw a card. 0 mana 1/1 Battlecry, draw a card is already pretty cracked. So this is meant to be like a downside. I think this card is pretty nuts. Beep, 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 boop. Marshy versus Druid.
I see you've brought I see you've brought guests.
Haven't seen famous NASA scientist Corbett in a while. Can't say I exactly miss his legend grinds. Not because of him, but the meta-narrative of High Legend and Wild is miserable. The meta-narrative? What does it mean? What does anything mean? He's not actually a NASA scientist, is he? That'd be really cool. I feel like if that were true, I'd have heard of it. I don't get, like, is that a joke? That I just don't understand. Would be surprising if we had NASA in Australia, but, like, you don't have to... I don't know. I don't know, like, where all the fingerprints of NASA are. I'm assuming it's not true, and I just, like, it's a meme that I don't understand. Hello, Marshy. How are we doing today? You know, we're being chillin'. We're up against who knows what Druid. And, I'm playing Who Cares DK. So between the two of them, nothing meaningful is happening. Do you think they have Isiel on hand? Since your main idea is to make this channel into a hobby, would that allow you to play real decks? So right now I make enough money off of YouTube and whatnot that it is very worth it to keep going. As far as, like, once I get, you know, like a real job, I can stream, you know, for like how often do I stream? Like 10 or less hours a week, right? Like, and so at worst I could maybe cut my YouTube length by, you know, down to get at least 20 minutes instead of get at least 30. So I can find the time to do that still. So as long as I keep making this amount of money, I'm gonna keep doing probably just wild content like I have been, because, like, for the amount of time I put into this, it's still very, very good, right? It's just like, you know, it's not enough to be an entire income, but as far as supplementing income, it is absolutely, you know, money per hour spent on this. It's still very, very good. So won't really change there. As far as, like, if the money stops being good enough, or if I get a job that's so good that I don't care about the money I would get from streaming, if I was to stream, it would probably not be Hearthstone. I would probably stream, like, Pokemon or, you know, whatever game I wanted to play at the time. I think streaming is fun enough for me that I will probably never not stream at all unless I don't have people watching. So I would probably just stream, like, whatever card game I was into or whatever game I was into at the time if I was going to stream for just the fun of it.
Delightful
And then if you guys stop showing up, I'll just never show up again. And it'll be fine. So, those are my thoughts on Marshy eating baked potatoes. Teach me how to Pokemon. I play, but I suck. Yeah, yeah, I wish. I was like possibly going to be able to keep doing this and do like a, you know, have a 2-channel stream and, you know, play with, play Pokemon on the other channel. Obviously, remember I was pushing that pocket one. So yeah, I was going to do that, but then, you know, we just decided against it, So the only thing I get from this conversation, you are a billionaire, true. The meme though is that Corbett always wanted Corbett as his tag on Twitter, but it belonged to a NASA scientist. Also, a meta-narrative is like an overarching narrative or framework. Back then there were infinite bots, cheaters, and Q snipers. I guess I just don't understand. Like, I don't think meta narrative isn't something I can draw information out of, but like, do you just didn't enjoy watching him be frustrated with the meta as it was? Or did you, what do you mean? GG Al. Didn't enjoy watching him be frustrated by stream snipers and bots. Yeah, see, like that's, you know, like I can't take Wild Legends seriously, because if I do, it puts me in that position, right? So like, it means I'm forced to play stupid decks all the time, and like, you know, when I'm not in the mood to do that, it can feel like a chore. So like, it takes being forced to only play stupid decks all the time takes the fun out of it for me, and like then I'm in a position where I never get to do grind and satisfy that side of my card game experience. So it's kind of a bummer, a big old bummer. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so chat. Oh, another even warrior. There's a problem with Wild, and also, you know, like, you know, Twist has a bunch of problems, but it is a problem with Twist. And it's queue times at High Legend, right? Like, at a certain point, you stop queuing into a variety of opponents. Like, you queue into 1, maybe 2 people, and it takes you a while to do it, right? You sit there for 7 minutes in the queue, and then when you finally get an opponent, it's the same opponent that you waited 7 minutes in the queue for the last 2 times. So it's just a really stupid experience. I wish this could block weapons, because that's what I'm concerned about here. This doesn't have taunt, right? Guess we'll go for the draw. And we can save this for the turn before Odin, maybe? They have 2 coins in hand, so the turn before Odin is... Well, now that I can protect my Razor Scale, maybe the turn before Odin is way later. Nope. The turn before Odin is 6. Like when they're going to have 6 in hand. So not yet. So I think it punishes you for doing well, right? Like, if you're good at the game, you play enough, and you play well enough to be at a high rank, you are no longer allowed to have fun, right? Because your opponent, the queue times are going to be unreasonable, and and you're not going to hit a variety of opponents anymore. You're just stuck in this cage with 2 other people, maybe, indefinitely. And I think that's, you know, like, lame is too soft a word in my opinion. I think that's just like absolutely. I mean, the word I want to use is unacceptable, right? Like, okay, I'm so tired of I'm so tired of people talking about Hearthstone like the stakes are higher than they are. So like, I don't really want to use the word unacceptable, but like, it is, isn't it? You know, to like, if you win too much, you don't get to have fun ever again, right? Because it affects your. There's no like MMR reset ever. It's only there's no MMR reset like literally ever. You get a rank reset, but the rank doesn't really mean that much.
Thirsty for more?
You're still, you know, if you have like a really high MMR, when you're trying to get to legend, your queue times are still going to be awful. And if you try too early or too late, you know, it's worse. So I don't know. I just think that like something should be done to the point that something should be done such that your queue times are never longer than a certain point. Like at a certain point, you will not have disastrous queue. Like you will not wait longer than 1 minute, right? And you will never queue into the same person more than once in a row. And sure, that has like, you know, that makes it so that with the current MMR system, that means someone who has a really high amount of MMR is going to queue into people with lower MMRs than they would otherwise, and potentially lose a lot more rank or MMR than they would if you have to wait 7 minutes in the queue every time, right? So there's a downside to it, but only if you leave it at that, right? Like you can just make it less punishing to lose to the average opponent. You can adjust how that stuff works. I think that there must be a better system than there currently is with regards to high legend MMR. I think there has to be. I refuse to believe that humans have accomplished everything that we have, and this is the one unsolvable issue, right? Like, you know, I think there has to be more. Like, there has to be more that can be done. But whenever it's brought up, it's treated as an issue that needs to be explained and not as an issue that needs to have a solution, right? Like, I have never seen it brought up and have like, okay, yeah, that is kind of unacceptable. We will look into some way to improve that, right? Like, that never happens. It's just kind of like, well, the problem is your MMR is just too high, and the system is working really, really hard to find you an opponent, but you don't have, you know, anyone in your anyone around in your range enough that you can have those queue times, right? Like, well, everyone knows that already. What we want is, okay, we understand that this system punishes people for doing well. It makes the game unfun and awful to win at a certain point. and we want everyone to have fun, so we're going to work on some way of improving it for high legend. Like that's the only thing you want to hear when you bring that up, and it's just never that way. So I don't believe that that problem is ever going to get fixed, in part because like it doesn't affect enough people, right? Like it only really matters for the most highest echelon of players. They have a lot of plagues in their deck, and they are not drawing them. Dane had to wait like a year for his MMR to reset? How do you mean? I've never played a game that solved that problem. I believe in them. I believe in the humans. They can come up with something.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
But okay, so to be fair, you know, I'm not in a position to where I can look at the way things are set up and determine what needs to be done to fix it, right? Like, I don't have that skill set. So I am largely speaking from ignorance, I guess. So it could be that there really is no solution. For all I know, there just isn't a solution. I feel like that's a huge surprise. I feel like it shouldn't be that way, but you know, like, how would I know? I'm not that type of game designer. The reason Dane stopped playing Wild was because, like you said, his MMR was too high and he was being punished for being talented. He was only facing real decks when he was playing memes. He stopped playing with Wild so his MMR could become low again, which is why it's kind of back now. Ah, okay. Interesting. I feel like the only way around that problem will make another problem. Yeah, it might be something that requires iterations, right? Like, you... what a very timely top deck. Oh my goodness. It might be something that requires, you know, multiple attempts to fix. I think, like, I honestly believe that the issue is that it's not it's an issue that would require a lot of effort, and it doesn't affect enough players to be worth putting that effort in, you know? I do think that's it. I can't believe, like, I refuse to believe that there isn't a solution to it, right? But it could just be that, like, it's not, you know, it's not something that has a solution. It'd be easier if getting a high rank in Wild was a little bit harder, I guess. This is a hand. How many plagues are there? I have 9 plagues in the deck, so they have 1 real card left.
That feels good.
Good luck, opponent.
Feels good.
Not cost effective, right? Yeah. Oh, it was the last card. Good for me. Got all 9 hits. I know that chess.com has like instant queue times for players like Magnus and Hikaru, top chess players, but their MMR gains and losses per game are like +2 for a win and -35 for a loss or something close to that. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like, what if it was just something you could toggle, right? Like, you know, if you really care, if what you actually care about is rank 1, and you don't care about how long you have to wait to make sure that you get an opponent that's worth playing, like,
Who knows what secrets will
you could choose that option. But if you're like me and you would rather queue into a variety of opponents, you could toggle on the, okay, queue me into whoever in a reasonable amount of time, but if I lose, I'm gonna lose, you know, 10 times as much rank as I would otherwise. I think, you know, that is a perfectly fine choice to me. Like, you know. Yeah, they can KJ here, it's true, but like, then what? Then what?
or die alone. Let's give them
Feel like if a AAA game that had yet to be released knew it was a problem ahead of time and fixed it from a bottom-up standpoint, was super publicized, then it might be adopted by others. Yeah, so there's that. All right, I don't know how long that game was, but I know it was enough. What's the next one? What am I playing next, chat? Give me another deck. I want a good deck. It doesn't have to be the best deck, but I want one that, like, I don't want one that wins in 3 minutes. That's too much. Like, I don't want to, like, I hate those videos where I have to sit here and, like, stitch together 7 to 10 games. That's too much. What's a good deck that, you know, wins in 5 to 10 minutes? Give me at least that. Or more. KVLT suggestion. Let's check this out. KVLT, what if I play this poorly though? Mech Rogue? Oh yeah, I could play Mech Rogue. No problem? Oh, okay. Very good. Guapo, did you just paste the same one? Oh, this is the other version. That's 2 for Questline Demon Hunter. Isn't this a fast win deck, though? I'm pretty sure this is a fast win deck. Well, what's my mulligan, KVLT? What am I keeping? Oh my goodness. I have to do this. Disaster. It's hard to resist when it's only one card, you know what I mean? It's a 5-minute win? Maybe. Pretty sure this is a 3 to 5 minute deck. But yeah, I don't know. Have we had any exciting Demon Hunter portraits lately? Do we have any members of the furry community in chat right now? Are you guys excited about this character?
Quiet place to write some poetry.
Mulligan for draw 3s or Glavetar. I see your spread there, Guapo. What do you guys think? So, this one, or this one is my favorite. Probably. Oh, that's pretty good too. I haven't played that in a while. I think I really like this one still. I've always liked that Arana. You love the Arana skin from Sunken Voyage. I forget what that one was.
Arana versus Medivh.
Arana versus Spagoo versus Ragu. Seems appropriate. Seems appropriate. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. This is the one Guapo was saying. Yeah, I do like that one. Not as much as I like the other ones I was mentioning. Well, this is... Whatever. Am I supposed to keep both of these? I don't know. You think I tossed Glaive? Alright, unlucky. Whoops.
I see you've brought
Ah ha ha, Sir Sanic. I see you've brought guests. It's a close decision in your opinion? Alright, cool. In that case, I won't feel too bad about it. Patches on 2, let's go. That would be something. Is Patches a keep in this deck? Or is it not that important? I'll miss you, my sweet 2-1. Boop. Not against Mage. Ah. Yep. That makes sense. Makes sense to me. Have I said which area in Michigan I'm moving to? I haven't said exactly. I don't know that I'm going to, but if you look at the mitt, it's like right here-ish, somewhere around there. Alright, well, that's pretty cheap. Wish it was one cheaper so I could play this. Are we running? We are running Philosophy. Alright. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, can't get any more draw this turn. But I can get a big old Brungus. You know where that is exactly now? Uh-oh. You love a big old Brungus? Real. Is the 4-mana Ethereal draw 2 with spell damage too slow? I wouldn't know. I net decked this deck from KVLT. Famous, exclusively net deck Martian Boo. Net decked this from KVLT. And that's all I know about it. How consistent is the unknown damage combo? So the unknown damage combo is a Pokemon deck that could win on turn 2 and expanded. The unknown required you to have 66 damage out, and you could loop. There was a Pokemon that could attach itself to one of your Pokemon in play as a tool, and because of that, you could loop it in such a way that you could get infinite damage. How consistent was it? Enough. It was probably kind of like Hearthstone combos where yeah, it's technically a tier 3 deck, but you know, it's consistent enough that it's miserable to play on ladder. You know, it's that type of deck, I think. But you know, there's a lot of tutor and draw in Pokemon, and you didn't need to get that on turn 2 exactly for it to be good enough. So it was probably a little better than that, to be honest. I don't know. It was pretty ridiculous. Probably closer to Alex Rogue than to current Quest Mage for sure. My buddy and I this morning, we were theory crafting a Pokemon deck that can win on turn 1 if you go with all of the cards forever. It's pretty funny. If I ever build that, I'm tempted to build it in real life. You know, like we were just theory crafting it. And, you know, like Unlimited, which is it's the wild of... This is kind of a bungus situation here, huh? I think I'll probably just play out these things and then swing.
No one holds me back.
Draw 4 cards, yeah.
I will find a way.
I want to play this. I guess... Do I have too many cards in hand to play this? Probably, right?
Enough time.
Wasn't that their lethal, was it? Did I just miss a lethal? I don't know. Anyways, so my buddy and I were theory crafting a turn 1 consistent OTK. And I kind of want to build it for It's a Pokemon turn 1 OTK. And the wild, like the true wild of Pokemon is not and has never been supported. It's just too ridiculous. I believe that what we came up with this morning would literally always win if it went first. So I don't even have to think that much for this, do I? So I'm considering building it for the giggles. Could have done something with that, right? Be really funny if I like didn't have it. This was sloppy. Chat. This was pretty sloppy. I think we still get there, don't we? Like exactly. Holy moly. Yeah, I definitely did. Like, I definitely have room to play that and deal more damage. So that's my fault, but we still got there. But yeah, so I'm kind of tempted to build that turn 1 OTK Pokemon deck and use it as a solitaire exercise. So you like assume your opponent has a full bench, starts with a full bench and a high HP active Pokemon, and then, you know, play infinite cards to return all those bench Pokemon to your opponent's hand, and then knock out your opponent's active Pokemon going first. So I'll probably build that. In which case, I would probably showcase it on YouTube at some point. Wow, nice spot, perfect lethal. Thank you, thank you. Is that playable on the Pokemon client? No. In no way has it ever been supported.
Arana versus Illidan.
Albo!
Not hold back this time.
I'm not backing down, Illidan.
I'm not backing down, Illidan. And these are never a keep, are they? No, I don't think so. That was tempting, though. I like the 40 card version of this with the multiple win cons. I think it's more fun. I remember playing this a while back.
I see you brought guests.
What would you ask of me?
What would you ask of me? Didn't somebody say that in Diablo 2? I think that was somebody's, like, you clicked around the screen too much line. Or something. Who says, what would you ask of me? It's either that or some kind of Warcraft thing. Like, Warcraft 3 character says it. Who remembers? Isn't that some Night Elf line? It could be, yeah. I play this while it's active, right? I don't coin the sigil.
They will never catch me.
Maybe I did that wrong. I don't know. Can you show us the 40 card version of it, please? You are looking at it right now with your eyes. Gaze upon it with your eyes and wonder just how spagooty it can really be.
Gotta go.
My opponent has played Albatross into Plague Spreader against me. I don't know what to say other than, surely I've lost. Surely I've lost, chat. I don't think you can beat that particular combination.
No one holds me back.
Who's hiding now?
Urine comes now.
Anyone order
I finally said it, chat.
face? Come
I finally said it. Are you pleased? I finally actually said the meme. Come forth, Urine! Answer for your crimes! The one I mentioned with the multi-win con, this is the multi-win con 40 card version. Google suggests both Tauren Chieftain and Paladin say it in Warcraft 3. Alright, they're the ones that say, what would you ask of me? See you later. Oba! Does this deck win a lot, chat? Is this one of those win a lot decks? I mean, like, is it really gonna lose to Albatross Demon Hunter? I don't think so. I wonder if that was a Death Rattle synergy Demon Hunter. Arana!
Thunder King!
I am the slayer of kings and gods.
All are alone.
All are alone. Sigil on the left is good, isn't it? Surely. Either that or it isn't.
I see you've brought guests.
Is 4, right? So we can do this now. I think this is better later, isn't it? Like this. You don't want to make them skip their turn 1 if they're big shaman. And then next turn, we'll draw one off the top, draw one off of this, and play this, and then we get the full discount. This deck was cool when it ran the mech that draws a mech, and it cost 2 less to make Artificer cost 0. It's pretty spicy. Now this strikes me as a mana burn turn. I won't lie to you, chat. I won't lie to you.
Who's hiding now?
Play that while it's free, and also draws an extra card.
I will find a way.
No Muck Morpher for you. They didn't swing with that. Makes me think they didn't get Muck Morpher, but... Oh, nice. Seems good. That seems good to me. Is my opponent about to big shaman all over me? Are they about to hit me with the big shaman? The biggest shaman ever? Is that good? Is that a good big shaman card? Alright. Alright. Wow, those were a really good 3 hits. I don't know, chat. That might have been good. That might have been good.
They will never catch me.
I will find a way.
I have to do shenanigans. So I will.
That's enough time.
I don't know, I'm scared. Was there like a... Did I have anything? Like, did I misorder that somehow? Is that good? Proceeds to be very good. Well, I mean, like, of course it can high roll, but like, you know, is that always going to do that? You'll say no to protect my pride. Thank you. That seemed as good as it could have been. Thank you, actually, Guapo. All right. Well. Watch that have the Wind Fury. Renethal, please. Come on. Come on, Renethal. Of course. Absolutely, of course. Oh, they're just running like a bunch of garbage. Just to have good hits. Oh, no. Well, poop. Oh, thank you, Il'gynoth, for showing up in my time of need. Except that I don't have anything that does anything anymore. So, maybe that wasn't very good after all. Yay.
No one holds me back.
I think I lost.
I must withdraw.
Pretty sure you were just turbo high rolled. Real. Real and true. Real and stew. Beef stew. Ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop. Ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop. Ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop. Ba-da-bop, 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 ba-da-bop. So for the first 2 wins, we're already 10 minutes in. So hopefully we can do... the remaining 20 minutes pretty efficiently. Every time I lose, I was high rolled. Every time I win, it was skill. True. Have I tried SpongeBob Shaman? No, I don't think I have. What is SpongeBob Shaman?
All are alone.
Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo Del Mal. What does it mean? How do you get around Ice Block with this deck? Pure concentrated skill. Pure Raw essence with Chungus. Oh damn, you're cooked then? True. You're cooked. We're all cooked. SpongeBob Shaman is a fake deck I made up and asked streamers if they have played it. Oh, okay, yeah, I have played it then. Because I've played every deck. Alright. My opponents can be so sad they don't get to play Muck Morpher this turn. They're gonna be like, "Aw, my Muck Morpher. Not my Muck." So there's like a... No, it will copy this one, right? Perfect. Then... Beep, beep, boop. The urine incoming. I don't want to make that joke every time. Oh no. I popped the seal and now it's just coming out of my mouth. The urine. The line is your end comes now. I guess I don't care about not making that joke, going out of my way to not make that joke every time, but I don't want to actually say it every time, you know what I mean? I feel like I just do this. If I don't do this now, when am I? I think, okay, I'll do this first. And then I'll do this.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
Have you considered a Chatter of the Day award, possibly for confused Kiwi? Alright, I'll consider it. I'll consider it. But don't say I never did anything for you. Cast your votes now, chat. Who's the Chatter of the Day? Is it confused Kiwi? My opponent still couldn't play Muck Morpher because they would have had to trade into the Brute to get it down to 3 if they did have it. Guapo? Guapo's the Chatter of the Day every day. As an Australian, I will never vote for Kiwi. Uh-oh. You have beef with Kiwi? I vote for Chatter of the Day to get the Confused Kiwi award. Alright, perfect. Everybody wins. Arana versus yet another Shaman. Paladins are gone. The Shaman have taken their place. Kiwi fruit repairs DNA and the bird is so chill. Does kiwi fruit really repair DNA? We should start eating kiwi fruit. Unless, is it like a thing where, the scientists have to fiddle around with the kiwi fruit stuff and do something? Or is it just like if you eat it? Or are you just making it up? Like you were making up SpongeBob Shaman? I don't know. Alright, we're going to top deck a draw 3 card next turn, and we're going to feel so happy about it. If you could add any card to this deck, what would it be? Asking because I'm short, one patch is the pilot. I guess you could put in a timeline accelerator. Oh, look at that. Alright. No, actually, this time, lol, looked it up. Look it up, they repair DNA damage, like from aging. Alright, I'm gonna start eating kiwis every day. How many kiwis should I eat? How does he do it? I don't know, I'm just built different. You drew it for being handsome? True. That's the narrative I'm going with. Superior card gamer genes. Renee, did you know that kiwi supposedly repairs DNA? Like the fruit kiwi.
Yeah.
Nah, the animal.
That's interesting. I had not heard that.
Me neither. Until just now, when I made it up. No, like a chatter said it. That's too bad. We were one off. 3 big shamans in a row, I know, right? But if you're watching on YouTube, it's only 2 big shamans in a row. We don't talk about the losses, chat. They don't exist. Kiwi, nuts, berries, blueberries may be best. Green tea, dark chocolate also. Stop listing things I love! Alright, okay, I guess I gotta start eating more things that I like to eat. Like, obviously I would like to overdraw them, but I don't think I want to overdraw them enough to... obviously in hindsight it doesn't matter, but... theoretically, I could have gotten one more tick and then, you know, gone crazy with this hand. Come out, come out. Bummer. I think we're gonna gaslight Gatekeeper next turn. Google says it does, so you believe it? Alright. I don't eat enough kiwi. I actually like kiwi. I don't think... When was the last time I had a kiwi? I said I was gonna play this next turn! Opponents, fat stinky jerks once again. You hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see it. Just so that I can swing again next turn to draw. My opponent is, in fact, the bump in the night. They are an epsilon. And I will be crushed beneath the endless thighs. Alright, now I've made every joke I swore not to make. What joke will Marshy make next? Find out next time on Spaghetti Ball Z. Like 15 more minutes of gameplay. Renee was asking for an update on how many more times I'm going to stream. And of course the answer is 1,000 years. I don't know. Yeah, that was not good. That was not good, chat. I needed to leave one of the hands up, obviously. What if you just draw lethal? That would have been good. That would have been nice, actually. Chat, I'm dead. I'm dead, chat. Let's never ever talk about this game ever again. Kids, remember when Big Priest was scary? Yeah. What game? I have no idea what you're talking about. Arana versus even another shaman. Even another shaman. It is shaman day. Alright, chat. Non-stop big shamans. Why did I keep this? Stop. Help. Chat, I keep keeping cards. I'm addicted to keeping outcast cards when it would put it on the left. You know what I mean? I see it and like, oh, okay, that's an outcast card. It's going to guarantee to be active. Of course I keep it. Also, like, at one point, wasn't this the highest mull rate card in this deck? I mean, not this version of the deck, but pretty sure. Unless, of course, I'm lying. My next thought is this is worth saving for a turn. It really is yet another big shaman. YouTube, as far as you know, I've only played against one other big shaman this stream. We don't talk about the two I lost to, alright? That was, cheating. On the part of my opponents. Right. That didn't happen. That's nice to have. Womp womp. We actually might get to trigger that though. Come out. Maybe. Like, because we can go beep, 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 boop. And then that would work. We have to say all those beeps and boops. Nope, it's over. Ancient big shaman technology from the before times, chat. Oh my goodness, look how delicious that was. That was the womboest combo I've ever seen. I should have silenced that. I'm stupid. It's all right. We don't need to make good decisions, chat. We're just gonna win anyway. Either that or we'll lose because I'm making bad decisions. But okay. It was actually correct, right? And here's the reason. It was correct because this is going to pull the other Muckmorpher out. So we'll let it pull out the other Muckmorpher, then we'll silence it. Aw. Never mind. Never mind. Can we switch opponents? All I get is Imbue Mages and Exodia Paladins. No, you can keep those. Alright. I'm now a Shaman opponent main. I only believe in Shaman opponents. Glug! Yeah, I can probably clear this board. No problem this turn. Let's see. This +3 doubled. Would not kill that. So let me go ahead and see what else I can do here. Renathal, you big stinky butt. You big poop. You big chungus. I might be dead, I guess. You hate to see it.
Who's hiding now?
5 times 2 equals 10. Oh, like if I played the other one. Or you some kind of like smart person coming in here with your basic arithmetic. This is not a basic arithmetic stream, right? This is Marshy only considers one option and then gives up. Didn't you just clear it? 3 times 2 times 2 equals 12. All right. I may have missed the clear, but at least I didn't do 3 times 2 times 2 equals 12. All right, at least I didn't do that. All right. Still not dead. We're still not dead, chat. Not yet. And dead.
I must withdraw.
Chat, I'm looking for cooking ideas for this weekend. You should make green bean casserole, but put yummy meat in there too. That's what I did the other night. The best green bean casserole I ever made, I used pork ribs as the meat in it. It was very good. I should make that again sometime. Hey, a paladin. I haven't made a green bean casserole. If you want to make green bean casserole, you just go to the store and go find the French's fried onions and flip over to the back of it, and it tells you how to make green bean casserole. It's that easy. Get all the ingredients that it says on the back, and then if you're me, you go over to the meat section and pick up some tasty meats to put into.
I see you've brought I see you've brought game.
Ah ha ha! I see you've brought guests. I would, but I don't think they sell that on your continent. What continent are you on?
Your wish is my suggestion.
They really don't sell French's fried onions outside of the US? That would shock me. That would not shock Renee. She says she could see that. You're in Australia? Alright. Do they sell French's fried onions in Australia? Looks like they do. It's in like the soup aisle. I'm just playing Glavetar next turn. You can find them at stores like Kroger, Albertsons, Costco, Aldi, and Amazon.com. Well, there you go. When in doubt, order it off Amazon. I wonder how long it takes to get French fried onions from Amazon in Australia. Also, I mean, it doesn't have to be French's, right? You could just get fried onions, whatever the Australian brand is. Do they really not have that brand at all? I would like, if you don't want to make green bean casserole, you don't have to. But also, I just fry my own onions. Yeah. See, even better. All right, problem solved. We figured it out, chat. Easy peasy. Yeah. Look up a green bean casserole recipe. Make it yourself. Sounds great. You know, I've never used non-canned green beans. I wonder how good it is if you like use fresh green beans instead of canned green beans. I want to try it. I want to try it, chat. Do you think it's good that way? Renee thinks so. Fire everything at someone. At everyone.
I will find a way.
This did not enter my hand this turn, right? So in order for me to use this, I have to not do this, which is a shame, but spaghetti. You'll have canned sardines. Have I had canned sardines? I don't know.
A world once lost can be reborn once more.
It's never lethal right now, is it? Don't think so. Do I hit that thing?
They will never catch me.
Alright, now if they have the sticky finger in their ETC, they can only take one card. Also, the recipe says serve the casserole with mushroom sauce. Yep, it's green beans, cream of mushroom soup. That's all it takes. And a dream. Ooh, 4 cards already. Would you guys ever do this first? Probably not, right? Oh, we're gonna get Kurtrus? No, not yet. But it is 4, right? Cool.
Who's hiding now?
It's never lethal, right?
Not enough time.
Oh, I gotta do something.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Dumb. Glubbed up. I glubbed up. I thought too long. And not even productively. Alright, bet. Word. Just came back to another Big Shaman? Exactly, yep. Big Shaman once again. Once again. How dead do you guys think I am? On a scale from 1 to dead. Oh. Doesn't seem very dead. Oh, it's this one? Nutty! Except... did I draw anything worth drawing? Alright, here's the real question. Am I supposed to do this and this here? This and this. You guess? But I already kind of live, right? Like if I just do this and this.
I know there's a way.
This is so much more fun. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm doing it, so you guys can't stop me. Ooh.
Who's hiding now?
All right. Well,
Come out, come out.
that's probably not lethal, right? Is this one of those famous Marshy win moments?
We're gonna be rich.
Cheating. I didn't realize it was cheating time.
No one holds me back.
They will never catch me.
Alright, that's good. This might actually be like a cop-out, right? Like, I feel like there's a pretty good chance we just had lethal. Oh, don't tell me I played 2 sigils. Okay, good. Mega super lethal? Oh, did I mess up? It involved doing this, right?
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Yeah. Unlucky. I should have kept going, I guess. Like, if I think there could be lethal, I think I'm just gonna go all in from now on and just do it, you know? Because you want to chase those exciting moments regardless. I just don't have the experience with the deck to, like, spot it in time to full commit, right? Like, I sit there staring at it for 2 minutes, and then I full commit, and then I don't have enough time to actually do anything. Going first. Is Sigil or Paraglide better? Probably Sigil, right? Especially against what could be Spaghetti Priest, Shadow Priest.
I see you brought guests.
It is Shadow Priest. Look at it go.
I see you brought guests.
Look at the Shadow Priest go. Look at it get there.
The shadow engulfs us.
Rude.
The shadow engulfs us.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. I guess this one? This one's gonna combo better. As far as, like, if I draw my friend here. Because, like, it's gonna be a while before the Monothirst is active on. Because they didn't unnerf that, did they? Yeah, it's still Monothirst 6. You always have much more. You always have more damage than you think. Very good. My opponent always has more patches than I think. Chat, why are my opponents so good at drawing patches? I feel like it happens a lot, you know? Like, you know how you have confirmation bias when something negative happens to you? Or like negativity bias, I don't know what you would call that. But like, you know how if you're the Shadow Priest player, you hit like, you know, 2 patches draws in 20 and they really stick out to you, like, I always draw patches. But like, I have that for my opponents. Like, I always feel like my opponents draw patches. And I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's just so funny that it sticks out to me. Leaving stream up while I fix my car. Be right back. Godspeed. Godspeed. Oh, that wasn't very forged. Unlucky. Unlucky. My opponent does not have a very good hand, it looks like. Alright, well, what's my plan here? It seems like getting these out and doing this would be a good idea. Is that for lethal? No, right? I can't play this and this even, so it's fine.
No one holds me back.
My marshiest plan right now is to do this in the only order that makes any sense.
By
And then do this. And then my opponent can just be sad that they don't have a board, and we can be... Okay.
Arana versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
All are alone in the end.
Bop, bop, bop. More priest. More priest chat. Even more. Some priest to go with your priest. And a side of priest.
I see you brought game.
What flavor of priest is this? Oh, it's more shadow priest. Shocking literally everyone. Alright. Everyone is surprised to see that it's shadow priest. I wonder if it's ever...
Shadow engulfs
No,
us.
probably not.
The shadow engulfs us.
Well, maybe. I don't care if I leave this up, right? I could do this coin this. Maybe this is just better. Because we can take some more damage. We don't want to, but we can. Oh, the cheating! No! Now I have to waste this thing just to clear some stuff. Could also... No, I can't. Oh, I can. I could also do this. I'm not dead on board, so I'll risk it. Ooh, we got one. Sick. We got one. It all worked out as well as it did. Any blueprint stream soon? They're not super planned. I would like to finish it off on stream, but hard to say when the next one will be. They're like a thief in the night. Alright, well that was not good timing.
I will find a way.
Poop.
I'm losing it.
Alright, well, we'll either be alive or we won't. Opponent needs 3 damage. Shadow Priest has literally never had 3 damage before, so it's fine. Where's Shadow Priest opener? Real. Alright. Hate to see it. The neophyte was so brutal. It was so devastating. I think we always had that if that hadn't happened. Gas!
Knowledge is power.
All are alone in the end.
Beep beep boop. Pretty sure this guy's name is Beef Stew.
I see you've
Mage in this economy? Real. What's the unplayable class in Wild? Is it literally just Death Knight? Everything else has something, right? Pretty sure.
Your wish is my
Demon Hunter has a couple options. Druid has some options. Hunter, is that like just a Highlander Hunter class? Yeah, basically. But like, you know, it's something. Actually, it doesn't look that much better than Highlander Death Knight, so I guess never mind. If even. Should I give my opponent 3 cards? I think so. That's a lot of brutes. It's a lot of beef stew. Chat. Out of cards though. Like all combo stuff, nothing to draw. That's pretty rude. It's pretty rude. That's what I say. I think this hand is worth doing this to.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
Somebody there? Nope, nobody there. Not much better, gotta say. Not much better. Whee!
No one holds me back.
No one holds me back.
My hand is full.
Hunter fell down a lot after StarCraft, it's true. It is true. Wow, that was a sheep wombo. Sheep wombo chat. How concerned am I with this? Three brutes on 3 complaining about his draws, just like me for real. Yeah, I guess.
No, there's a way.
To be fair, it was pretty soft complaint.
You wish to match wits with me.
Goodbye, brute. You'll be missed. Okay.
They will never catch me.
I will find a way.
Wasn't very good timing, Mr. Kurtrus.
They will never catch
Chat, do you think my opponent's gonna, like,
anyone order a goal to the face.
do something unspeakable to my weapon here? And make me the saddest Martian next turn? DQA. Too based, egads. Too based. The only way Martian could be more goated is if he had a mouthful of raw grass and a big old goat tea. True. Hey! Rude. Also rude. What nasty, putrid embarrassment do you guys think that secret is? Played Zeph already. You don't think they're running other secret tech? Or other weapon tech? You don't think that's possible? How is it even possible? I guess I want to toss something to... I guess I want to toss something to objection this turn, if that's what it is. It is not. Do we lose? No one runs weapon tech this meta? They're playing Dragon Queen, Alexstrasza, Glacial Shard, Sheep, Burgly Bully, Reno Mage. You think what's meta is going to prevent weapon tech to be in there? I don't think so. This, if any pile has a random sticky finger in it, it's this one. That's my opinion. People only do when some kind of weapon rogue is good. No. I've been sticky fingered when weapon rogue is absolutely unplayable too many times for that to be true. That is not true. That is what we in the business call fake news. No way. Anyways. Now that we've got the fake news out of the way. I guess I could have popped if I'd wanted to. Maybe I wanted to, and I glubbed up.
Who's hiding now? Come out.
I think this weapon is going to become a liability pretty soon here. This deck mage has weapon tech, I will eat my shoe. I stand by what I said, whether they have it or not. Whether they have it or not, and we'll never know. Maybe we'll know. Why not? Why wouldn't we know, chat? Anyone order some spool to the noggin? I'm drawing too many, chat. I glubbed up.
My hand is full.
That was a fine overdraw. It's my opinion. One off. Oh, I could have done it, huh? I could have done it. Man. I could have done one more. I could have popped. It doesn't matter though, right? Like, there's no way we have a follow-up for this. There's no way. Oh, I'm out. Oh, I'm so out. Nope. Goodbye. A Chilean armor, I get it. Such an absurd card. Yes, we only lost because of the apprentice there. Nothing else would have won the game at that point.
Arana versus Eleventh.
I will not
Thank goodness. For a second I was getting worried Heaven's Door was going to have to eat a shoe. Heaven's Door was wrong no matter what. Like, there was definitely a high possibility that that deck would have some kind of weapon tech in it somewhere. That's it. Like, that's the type of deck that we were playing against. Whether or not it happened to have the weapon tech or not is beside the point. But like, that was showing all the signs of who knows what's in here. Literally anything could have been in that deck.
I see you brought guests.
It's the mirror. It's mirror time, chat. It's mirror time. Boop. Well, this is kind of an awkward hand. I guess I'm just gonna do this. Easy, I'm always wrong. That's your secret. Fair enough. Samesies. Corn Dog Wednesday? Corn Dog Wednesday? Is it Corn Dog Wednesday? That's crazy. It's crazy sauce, chat.
Who's hiding now?
Chat. Martini Man is wrecking me with their various cards. Bless you. That was terrifying, chat. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen. Okay, well, here's this. I guess I'll go face. And then they never draw a Mana Burn. And everyone was happy, especially me. Especially me. I wish this wasn't in my hand. Because I want to play this for the sake of the... Oh.
Burn away to ash.
Well, with that on the case, which variety of sigil was that? That was the good one. With that on the case, I'm kind of tempted to just do this. That way, hopefully, this gets to copy one of these. I don't know. If they Mana Burn me again, I think I'm just toast. I don't want it. I don't want it, chat. I don't want it at all. I don't want it at all. You stop it. I didn't even get my first discount yet. I think that's rude. Do not play another Mana Burn. I will uninstall. I already have Kurtrus. Hilarious. Hooray! Alright. So I do the do. I should have had a hit here, huh? That's stupid of me. I could still smack it with this, huh? Is that worth it? Or are we drawing 3? I guess I'll risk it, because there's like a possibility that I could like play one of those other draw cards and play all these roots out.
Who's hiding now?
Well, at least I didn't have to face take that damage. It was probably worth just playing one of these, huh? I think that's probably what a good player would have done.
My quest, my revenge, it all ends here.
I think we might be dead. I think we might be dead soon, chat. Is this one of those Marshy gets to lose games? For being terrible? Where's my weapon tech, by the way? Don't worry, chat. Next turn, we're gonna go off. There's gonna be a next turn, and at that point, we will go off. Alright? Stop it. Of course we win this game. No shot we ever lose. Oh, you know what? That's actually a super good sign. That is a super good sign, chat.
Burn away to ash.
Wonder if I should unleash Fel. We're probably like, I don't know that the 3 health is gonna make a difference, but having the spell might win us the game the following turn. You never know. Monoburner is a very good card. I think I'm alone in this take. What questline was super good. I was a believer that card was what makes the deck so good. It's definitely an important part of this balanced Demon Hunter. I'll say that much.
Your end comes now.
Risks are always worth taking.
They will never catch me.
Chad, are you as scared as I am?
Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Never catch me.
Not many cards left. I'm out of cards.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
I see.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Stop. 10 cards. We're dead. We're dead. You know what, chat? Dead. Okay. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna be restroom guy, and then I'll be right back. Swolfo, chunky stew for Boo. Thank you so much for the chunky stew, Swolfo. Appreciate it. Pickled mungus. Bored. Wish I'd won a couple of those games where I could have won if I'd played differently. When is the mini set again? It is Tuesday. Not to be confused with Three's Day. I think that was one of my best jokes yet. Isaac Newton. I'll show you who's Isaac Newton. Wow.
I see you brought I see you brought guests.
What kind of warlock is Isaac Newton? It's not Demon Seed. It has Renathal, so it must be Potato Warlock. It must be Pile Warlock. Oh no, what am I gonna do without Fierce Outsider? What am I gonna do without it, chat? Renathal. Yeah. Well, I'll be.
They will never catch me.
Can still do this.
Someone there? Nope, nobody
I
there.
think. Well, now what are you going to do, Isaac Newton? Now that I've done all those various things. I see, they're going to play Mixologist. Ow. Ow. Okay, are we perhaps approaching big damage? I could add a Kirchhoff to my hand.
Maybe.
I guess I'll do that.
Hiding now. They will never catch me.
No one holds me back.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Whoop!
I'm losing it.
Okay. I've done that. Rude. Oh, wait, that's actually really bad for me. Did it have to hit that? That's so annoying. Ah. Chat, there were so many in my hand. So many.
My quest, my revenge, and all that care.
Chat, do you guys think... Are you guys Arana and Lifesteal combo believers, or is that just, you know, something a rookie like me would do when their Il'gynoth gets ratted a couple times? Should have played around it? True. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, it would have been fine if they hit Kurtrus. Who cares about Kurtrus? I don't. I care a little.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Don't do it. Don't you big game hunter my Kurtrus. Interesting.
Is someone there?
Now that I have my Kurtrus active, I guess I'll do this. Alright, well, they literally never have an answer. It's okay. You didn't want to say it because you didn't want to be looked as dumb? Unlucky. I'm sorry I fostered a judgmental environment. I have 14 wins on Green Guy. I don't know what the hero is even called. Lol. I have 1,800 Paladin wins, though. Proud of you. Proud of you. What's your Death Knight win count? No way! You're not supposed to have an answer? You weren't supposed to have an answer. That's disgusting. That is literal cheating. The likes of which has never been seen before. I was like, oh, okay, I can actually win. That's crazy. But no. Was not to be. Don't ever, you know. Come on. Stop it. That was okay. That I can live with.
Unbelievable. I am in awe.
Alright, we gotta set up one more board. Oh my god, give me their Sargeras. I'll take that. That's fine. Yeah. That right there, that was fine. I'll take my 2.
I will find a way.
We have Brutes still, so I guess I'll hold on to this. DK 2 to 300, word.
Well, looking for a stand-up? Careful, it's against me.
The great Corbett once said, Demon Hunter is Rogue 2.0, and Death Knight is Paladin 2.0. So, I largely agreed. I don't think it's worth saving this, is it? Nah, it is. They literally never have Reno. It doesn't even exist. You should show your wins. That is a Discord exclusive. Do I have all classes gold? I have over 1,000 wins in every class, and have for some time. Many, many times. Chat, I'm sad about this. This made me sad. This is our last best hope for peace, chat. I couldn't even get my Walloper. Rude. Rude. Thank goodness they hit that. If they hit the other one, I would have been sad. That's all I got, chat. That's all I got. What's up, Martian Boo? Can you play some Raza Priest? I would never play Raza Priest. I hate Raza Priest. I always have. Alright. Least favorite deck of all time. You know, if you don't include any of the decks that I appreciate a little less than that. That was sad. Chat. We're gonna need our opponent to not have answers to anything for a good few hours. Otherwise, I don't think we're gonna make it out of this one. Choose something stupid. That rat was so annoying, chat. I didn't realize this deck was unplayable. This deck is probably just fine.
Arana versus
Fear the coming storm.
All are alone in the end.
Ah! Alright, chat. We're up against Big Shaman. What could go wrong? What could go wrong, chat? I don't think anything, to be honest.
who's hiding now?
Right? Kyril. That's cool.
They will never catch me. Come out, come
Alright. Hasn't played any cards yet, Shaman. You're gonna see what it means to get hit by the Elganoth. I guarantee it. You just sit there and let me have infinite time. I'll get you. When you move, are you gonna go by your alter ego? What is that? Is that something famous?
I will find a way.
Yay!
gotta go.
Ba-da, 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 ba. Wah, wah. Not Muckmorpher. And I'm gonna silence that. Just saying, chat. Just saying. Excuse me.
No one holds me back.
Cool.
I will find a way.
Come out, come out.
I don't know why I'm doing this. There's no reason for me to do this, right? I guess I'll hold on to it. So when you move, you're gonna go by your alter ego, the Michigan Mangler. I don't think it's famous or taken, but it sounds cool. It sounds familiar to me. Is that like some serial killer? Like that's what I was worried about it. But yeah, probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Every time they rat my Elganoth, but I think it's okay this time. They hit me with it last game and it made me sad, made me cry on the inside. The problem is
No one holds me back.
What a
Anyone ought to a ghoul to the face.
4 cards.
The rivers run red.
Right. Right. So if I do... It's enough. I can save it technically. I can like pretend that I can save my Elganoth.
Anyone ought to a ghoul to the face.
Somebody should just let me use it, right? Like, can somebody not, can anybody just not rat my Elganoth, right? Like, when I have a hand full of a ton of minions. Can anybody miss the Elganoth and hit me with anything else? Please? Well, somebody let me just Elganoth these people. Just let me do it. This is such a disaster, chat. Also, I lost my Kurtrus. It's not, like, that's not that big a deal, I guess.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
No brutes, really?
This wasn't on the map.
Why is everything so sad, chat? And we're out of silences too. So depending on what they do, oh, we just win? Thank goodness, at least we win, you know? rat my Elganoth, at least you lose. You big spaghetti bingus. Six minutes. So let me do my check-in here. There's no way this is enough yet, but I think it might be closed. All right. So we have 7, 10, 13, 17, 23. Ugh. All right. Well, one more really good game would be enough.
Arana versus Arthas. For Lordaeron.
All are alone.
All are alone. This seems decent to me, so I'll keep it. Fierce Guardian on the left. We got our Glaive Tire. We're up against Paladin, one of the classes that have ever existed. We got this.
I see you've brought guests.
Probably 30 card Paladin. I think is most likely Exodia, right? These days, most likely. They're playing that. You have to assume Exodia. Does this deck beat Exodia? I think it's one of those. Hopefully we kill them the turn they play as Nas Dormu type of decks, right? Otherwise, we probably lose. I'm playing this because I want to be able to play this the turn after I play Glaive Tire. Please don't poison Nas Dormu, please. Please. Ugh. Disaster. Well, I don't think we win then. Unless they're not playing the Ursul combo, in which case we might be okay.
We'll find a way.
Play Uther. The fact that they found Nosdormu so quickly makes me think it could be the no Ursul combo list. Like, we have a chance if it's that. See you later, Sergeant Szechuan. Brutal. Brutal. Alright. So I need to outlast all this damage. Which I think I can, right? Like, if I draw the... No, maybe I can't. I don't know. This is going to be timeout number 2. I need to get past the 3rd one. Yeah, my opponent is running cards in their deck. I'll say that much.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
There we go. Except that now I don't have the stupid thing. Unlucky. Darn it. Because now they can do it, right? Now they have the space. I need to be able to get the stupid Moard and the whatever post Gaslight, because like I needed Fell Scream Blast, not the one that I had, to be able to blow up my own board. Do I consider this a bird deck or legitimate? What is illegitimate about a bird deck? What's a bird deck? Is this another Star Wars stream? If only. How poppin' is the Marshy Discord? It's where everyone who's cool hangs out in the Marshy Discord, not gonna lie.
Arana versus Mael.
None can escape my fury. You want Illidan? You'll have to go through me.
I see you've brought guests.
What thing is rogue these days? That's the real question. Where's my draw? You just want to get my thoughts on that Paladin. You want to know how good Exodia Paladin is? It's good. It's a good deck. I give it 3 out of 4 Marshies. Alright, if this is Alex Rogue, then I'm going to play this on 4 and Mana Burn the turn after. That's my Marshy strategy. If ever I had one.
Never bring a sword to a beast like fire.
Not as good as Mill Paladin? True. Mill Paladin is the nuts. Also, I have no idea what my opponent's playing anymore, so all bets are off. All bets are off, chat. Seems like this is a fine time for this card. This one.
No one holds me back.
Give me a chance to remove some more of these pirates before the Hosen happens to me. I've been seeing a lot of Mech Rogue recently. Is that a newish deck? Yeah, it's out there. Much like the truth. It's out there doing its thing. Wow. Alright. No hosing for you. You will not be hosening this Martian.
There be no treasure 6 feet under. Rise, me hearties.
Ow. Okay.
I will find a way. No one holds me back.
Does this get discounted before the copy is chosen? I'm curious, I guess. All right, that certainly that proves it, right? That's the only takeaway one can have from that. Also, I think I messed up. Obviously, I should have used this instead of using the paraglide. That's what a good player would have done. Unlucky. Alright, I would love there to be another
This treasure ain't
thingamajig in there.
my turn.
Yikes. Another mana burn soon. Like, I'd like to just do my big old questline demon hunter stuff and then mana burn them again. I think that'd really put a stop to this. Well, very good, chat. I'm nothing if not lucky and amazing.
I just need a volunteer. Who's hiding now? Anyone or to the face?
6 cards, I can do it.
Round in the back.
A little off, I guess. I don't know how much that matters, though. I think we might have won the video game. Just a little? Just a little bit, chat?
Come out, come out.
I already attacked.
Would Glide be good in this deck? Glide has its place in certain metas. I don't know that it would actually be good in this deck. Watch them run some like random cloak of Bungus, and like
Good hit, my turn.
I couldn't win just because I couldn't get this down. You know. Aha!
Smart.
Oh, I was gonna do these things. For shame. Best deck I've ever played. I think that was enough. Free me. 6 minutes, perfect. All right. All right, gotta go. Bye. Goodbye, chat.